Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to wrap your hands for boxing, Muay Thai, any other striking style you wish to do. I'm making this video because, to be honest with you, none of the other videos that are out there really show the proper way to do it, or what I think is the proper way to do it. I need to start by saying that there is no one proper way to wrap your hands. As long as you protect your knuckles and your wrist and your thumb joint, any style of wrapping is okay. There are advantages and disadvantages of each. Some stay on better when you're putting your hands in and out of gloves, or if you're not wearing gloves and you're holding pads. Certain styles of wrapping can really get ripped off and just crumple up and not supply the protection that you actually need. These are amber boxing wraps that I've had for maybe 3 years now. 5 years. These are 5 years old. And they are the longest size, which I need because I have relatively wide hands. One brand isn't necessarily any better than the other. The only thing you need to have, in my opinion, is a wrap that is slightly stretchy. Okay? Not too stretchy. When they're too elastic, they tend to thin out when you pull too much tension on them. And if they're really stretchy, you end up pulling too much tension on them. And that's not a good thing. It makes it too tight and doesn't give you the padding that you need from your wrap. So, first thing is to take your wrap and just unroll it. Now you're going to start with the thumb strap end. First thing you want to do is make sure it's the right way up and hang that thumb tab over the palm of your hand. Then wrap it round with your fingers spread. 1, 2, 3 times. Now 3 is a good amount. Sometimes I do 2 because otherwise I run out of wrap. Other people, you can do 4. It doesn't actually matter. The important thing is that you have lots of padding, a nice thick pad of cloth that you can take off your hand, and then you will lay it over your knuckles, just like that. Hold it down with your thumb. You want it relatively high so that it comes up to the knuckles in your hand. As we wrap down later, it'll actually pull it down into your knuckles and it'll provide even more padding. Then you want to secure it to your hand, going around once, twice, and then down to the wrist. Go around the wrist twice, once, twice, just like that. And now you can see we have very little padding underneath on the palm of the hand, but lots of padding up the top here where it's going to protect our knuckles. Next step, from the thumb side, come up, in between the little finger and the ring finger. Alright, so from the wrist, up, and then out the index finger side. Down over the back of your hand, making an X. Then around the wrist. Now for me, because I have large hands, I don't go around the wrist anymore at this point. If you have smaller hands, feel free to put an extra wrap around your wrist at this point. Generally speaking, I prefer to get the wrap on and then wrap the wrist with anything that's left over. Next, from the wrist, again, thumb side, between the ring finger and the middle finger, and again out the index finger, over the back of the hand, making another X. And one last time, between the middle finger and the index finger, and out the side, making one last X. Now, you can see on my hand that that's crumpled down this wrap. It's now sitting down quite nicely. It's not up high near the middle joint of my fingers anymore. It's providing lots of padding. That's all tied down so it won't move. It's nice and secure. My wrist is wrapped. The next thing, you can go around the wrist again at this point. Personally, like I said, I run out of wrap really easily. From here, under the wrist, come up, over the back of the thumb, and around, and then around the wrist. I'll do that again, so that hopefully you can see it. So, from under the wrist, up, over the thumb joint, and back, around the wrist. Now, I would like to do this thumb a second time personally, but because I did 3 wraps around my hand originally, I don't really have enough wrap to do it a second time. So, from here, I'm just going to go around the wrist. I'm going to go down a little bit so that the Velcro is not on my wrist joint anymore. So my Velcro is down and clear of the wrist joint, because I do need to be able to move my fist to align for hooks, uppercuts, whatever, overhand rights. I need to have that flexibility in my fist. And if I've got a big bunch of Velcro blocking my wrist, I'm not going to be able to move my hand effectively. Now I'm going to do my other hand, and I'm going to do it just quickly to show you that this isn't actually a time-consuming process. Once you actually know how to do it, it's very quick and easy. So, we can time it from here. This time I'm only going to do 2 wraps around, because that way I can do the extra wrap of my thumb, which I like to give a little extra protection. You know, it's just a preference of mine. I'm a relatively short heavyweight. I throw a lot of overhand rights. And unfortunately that means my thumb comes into contact with the target far more than I would like, and leads to thumb injuries. And nobody likes a thumb injury. So you can see we're on the first of our X's. One thumb wrap, 2 thumb wraps, and then down the wrist. So, there you can see, nicely wrapped and well protected hands.